Once upon a time, in the heart of a lush green forest, there lived a small and unassuming frog named Ferdinand. He resided near a sparkling pond, where the water shimmered under the gentle rays of the sun. Ferdinand was content with his life, hopping around the pond, catching flies, and basking in the tranquility of his surroundings. However, despite his seemingly simple existence, Ferdinand harbored ambitious dreams that stretched far beyond the confines of his pond. One day, while Ferdinand was lounging on a lily pad, he overheard a group of animals conversing nearby. Among them was a majestic ox named Oliver, whose powerful presence commanded respect from all the creatures in the forest. Oliver was known far and wide for his strength and size, and his words carried great weight among the animals. As Ferdinand listened to Oliver speak, an idea began to form in his mind. He realized that if he could befriend the mighty ox, he might learn the secrets of success and power. With newfound determination, Ferdinand set out to make his acquaintance. Approaching Oliver with a cautious hop, Ferdinand cleared his throat and spoke in his most polite voice. "Excuse me, Mer Ox," he said, "but I couldn't help but overhear your wise words. I am but a humble frog, but I admire your strength and stature. Might I have the honor of learning from you?" Oliver regarded Ferdinand with a mixture of amusement and curiosity. He had never been approached by a frog before, but he saw no harm in indulging the creature's request. "Very well," he rumbled in his deep voice, "follow me, and I shall impart to you the wisdom that has made me the greatest ox in the forest." Over the following days, Ferdinand shadowed Oliver, absorbing every word of advice the ox offered. Oliver taught him the importance of hard work, perseverance, and confidence. He shared stories of his own trials and triumphs, instilling in Ferdinand a sense of determination to achieve greatness. As time passed, Ferdinand's confidence grew, and he began to dream of emulating Oliver's success. He imagined himself as a revered figure in the forest, admired and respected by all, but deep down, he knew that as a mere frog, he could never match the strength and size of the mighty ox. Determined to overcome this obstacle, Ferdinand sought out the wise old owl who dwelled in the tallest tree in the forest. The owl was renowned for his knowledge and insight, and Ferdinand hoped that he might offer a solution to his predicament. Perched high above the forest floor, the owl listened intently as Ferdinand poured out his heart. When the frog had finished, the owl blinked his wise old eyes and spoke in a voice as soft as a whisper. "Ferdinand," he said, "true strength does not always lie in size and power. Sometimes, it is the smallest creatures who possess the greatest resilience and determination." Ferdinand pondered the owl's words, feeling a glimmer of hope stir within him. Perhaps, he thought, there was a way for him to achieve greatness after all. With renewed determination, Ferdinand set out to prove that size was not the sole measure of strength. Drawing upon the lessons he had learned from Oliver and the wisdom of the owl, Ferdinand began to train tirelessly, pushing himself to his limits and beyond. He practiced leaping higher and farther than any frog had leaped before, honing his agility and speed to perfection. As word of Ferdinand's efforts spread throughout the forest, the other animals watched in amazement. They had never seen a frog so determined, so relentless in his pursuit of greatness. Even Oliver, the mighty ox, could not help but admire Ferdinand's tenacity. One day, a great challenge arose in the forest. A fierce storm swept through the trees, toppling branches and flooding the streams. The animals banded together to weather the tempest, but their efforts seemed futile against the fury of nature. Amidst the chaos, Ferdinand sprang into action, leaping from one perilous situation to the next with fearless abandon. He rescued trapped birds from flooded nests, guided lost rabbits to safety, and even helped to shore up a collapsing beaver dam. As the storm finally subsided and the sun emerged from behind the clouds, the animals gathered to survey the damage. They marveled at Ferdinand, who stood before them, bedraggled but unbroken, a beacon of hope in the aftermath of destruction. Oliver approached Ferdinand with a newfound respect shining in his eyes. "You have proven yourself to be more than just a frog," he said, his voice rumbling with admiration. "You are a hero, brave and resilient in the face of adversity." Ferdinand bowed his head humbly, feeling a swell of pride in his chest. In that moment, he realized that true greatness did not come from size or strength, but from courage and determination. And as he looked out at the forest that he had helped to save, Ferdinand knew that he had found his place among the greatest of them all. From that day forward, Ferdinand was no longer just a frog who lived by a pond. He was a legend, spoken of in hushed tones by the animals of the forest, a symbol of hope and inspiration for generations to come. And though he may have started out as the smallest creature in the forest, Ferdinand had proved that with enough ambition and perseverance, even the most unlikely of heroes could rise to greatness.